Virgo, check the antlers. Happy fellow earth sign new moon, Taurus. I love Taurus season. Taurus season is such a beautiful energy because it's Venus, it's the divine feminine, it's the Empress returning to earth. Mother Earth is in the building. Mother Earth is in the building. She's here. Let's talk about it. How am I implying this? One, I have a bunch of new stuff coming out to my shop, and I had plans. I have 10 things in front of me. I had plans to get out here and talk about them quickly, but I keep getting off track, and trying to go into channelings almost. And for Leo, it was the worst. I'm telling you, it took over a day of filming to get a Leo video that's usable, because I kept going off into a trance. That's what I've been doing. I've been trancing a little bit. I'm a shaman. I am a shaman. I'm not anyone that's connected with me, really. I feel if you watch my videos, you know that I'm not just a reader. I've had people say that to me, just a reader, which there's no, practicing divination comes in all types of different forms. It's not, anyone's better or, some people are more skilled and, more precise in different things. It's not that anybody's a better person. It's just, approaching divination through a shamanic lens is very different than I am an intuitive that reads cards. I do read cards and I am intuitive, but I come about it through the school of shamanism. Yes, and there's, it exists throughout the world. So I'm an shaman by blood. Yep. Very excited about these. This is my ode to, this is really my offering to Mother Earth. That's really what it is. This is my offering to, I'm not the dark goddess. This is not a dark goddess. They said it is a little bit. They don't want me to knock the dark goddess. This is for the goddess, which embodies light and dark, not specific one way or the other, because the goddess is both. She's night and day. She's the sun and the moon. She can be if she wants to be. She can be. Somebody out there is saying that the sun is masculine, technically, yes, but the goddess can be masculine. How many lore out there is about a badass goddess having to get on her battle horse and straighten out the men? There are so many goddesses out there that have done this. I love so many of the goddess stories. An Orisha story that I really love is about when Oshun, it's been a while since I think I read this story. I might have heard somebody talk about it. There's a story where I read it. I'm getting my stories mixed up. Hold on, because there's another story about Ogun. Oh, there was a village that they needed to get the people out of the village. I don't know if they needed to evacuate or they needed them to move this village. I don't remember exactly what was happening in the story, but there's a tribe that there's a community that needs to relocate in some way. So all of the Orishas are going in and trying to get them to leave. And, Shango goes in and does his, masculine, aggressive thing. And I think that, they went through, several Orishas. And, they all went in. The men, the masculine ones, went in and tried to, by force and their different variations, move these people. And they wouldn't move. So finally, Oshun asks if she can go. And I think that there was a hesitancy, but she was like, I can do it. I'll be able to do it. So what she does is she goes down to the village, and you know, all the people there are like pissed off and like ready to go to war because they're not going to move. And she takes out like a, I think it's like a tambourine or like a maraca. She brings out, and like, you know, Oshun is like kind of like a, you know, she's a Venusian with the hips and like kind of like, you know, kind of like a belly dance type of thing. Is a very like way to connect with your Venus energy. She just starts like making music and dancing, and eventually all the people come out of the village, come out of their like homes and just like follow her. And she just has like a train of people, you know, and then like you didn't have to go to war with them, you didn't have to fight with them, you just had to like find a way to like meet them with like joy and like creativity and art, and like, you know, the people like just like vibed with it. And so like it's a long story, but I read it. That's why I'm having a hard time. I read it. I really like that story though, because, you know, it just shows that sometimes force isn't the best way to meet people. Sometimes the best way to meet people is with like loving energy. I didn't even finish what I was talking about, did I? Did I? Guys, I'm telling you, I've had to like start and restart. This is a candle that's available. You burn it, and then you use it to do an ongoing, which I explained in a video, an ongoing ritual that will protect you from evil eye. That's something that just released on my shop, and I'm very excited about it. So, anyways, I guess that is like your energy. I guess that's your energy. If you can't beat them with war, beat them with love. Over the head. A Leo, perhaps. The Strength card. Strength always makes me think of Leo, and then the sunflowers here. Finding your happiness after a dry spell. Whatever that means. Somebody, you feel like you've been on this journey for a really long time. For some of you, this is a financial journey. You've been on a journey for a really long time. And you know what's so funny? That's why I'm not going to restart. Normally I would restart because I would be like, I talked for 6 minutes before even getting the cards out. But I was channeling. I told you I've been trancing. That's the thing, is that shamans typically go into a trance when they're doing divination. I try to not trance. Because I don't like feeling out of control. I have no idea what I was talking about. I have no idea what I was talking about. It's hard being a shaman sometimes, you know, because I don't like to feel out of control. And so my guides are just like, well, buckle up, here we go. Too bad, so sad. Let me put you in the most uncomfortable situation for you to ever be in and just sink or swim. That's like how my guides deal with me. I gave them permission too, though. That's really how, I talked about this, but honestly, I don't remember what I've said in a reading and what I've said in like an attempted reading for Leo. And I just got off track again. I have ADHD, so that's part of why I do the like bouncing all around. What was I talking about? It just lost. How I explain it to people, how I channel, is I push my consciousness up and I connect to a train of thought, and then sometimes I lose it, and then I don't know what I was talking about because I was like not fully present for that train of thought. That's the thing with like channeling, is that sometimes I channel for people, and then like they get like weird about, because I've said something to them that's like triggering or like resonated in some way and it made them uncomfortable. And then like they're obviously uncomfortable, and then I'm sitting there like, I think that sometimes people take me too seriously because like underneath it all, I really do have like a invader sim personality. I feel like that's part of like, I don't know if it's like the ADHD thing, but like that's really how my personality is. Sometimes when you like really get to know me, is that like, I feel like is kind of like a a cute little ADHD machine where he's like, what were we talking about? I feel like he did that a lot. Anyways, and we're not restarting. It's now 10 minutes and we've done 2 cards. Watch the shifting shadows and be a caretaker of silence. Ooh, for some of you, you're dealing with a Capricorn that's gone silent on you. If you're gonna wear the one earring, they're saying do it in the right. I know they're used to, I heard this when I was a kid and I never paid attention to it because, again, off topic, one of my parents have always been like, you know, everybody's equal, just treat everybody the same. Not like elders, but like different, like, you know, religions, different like races, different like sexualities. When I was growing up, one of my dad's like best friends was this, I don't mean to be offensive, but I mean I'm gonna start identifying as pan because I think pansexual, I when I first came out, I came out on here bisexual. I think, and I said it in that video, that I'm more so pan, but I don't feel like it's anybody's business. And I feel like not a lot of people understand what pansexual is. So I'm just going to say bi because it's kind of like, you know, the other big one. But it's not really, I'm not truly bi, I am pan. Somebody needs to connect with pan, especially if you have a Leo placement. When I was a kid, one of my dad's best friends was like this butch lesbian with like this like mullet that like was spiky. But she was so cool. I thought she was the coolest person ever because I think that like she even like rode a motorcycle. There was just something about her that was like badass. I thought she was the coolest person ever. And it wasn't one of those things that like, you know, she dressed very masculine. So especially growing up in like the country in an isolated area, you know, some people would see her and be like, oh, she's a lesbian, you know? But like my parents just taught me that like she's just a person. So I never thought like the fact that she was a lesbian was weird. I thought she was like really fucking cool. And I like she came around us every once in a while, not often. I think I met her like once or twice. But it's like she would like curse sometimes and like she wore like leather jackets. I just thought she was like the coolest fucking person. I thought she was so cool. So I never had a weird thing about like gay. I talk about it in the bi video that like I think that I had a little bit of internalized homophobia, but like I've never had a thing where I've been like felt any sort of way towards like someone being gay. I know that like growing up, is this really a thing that like if you do one side or the other, like one says that like you're gay and one says that you're straight? I don't even see, who cares? I don't even know. I wouldn't know. The silent one. See, this is like a Capricorn. Anyways, watch the shifting shadows and be a caretaker of silence. You've been going through a dark time and you've been feeling kind of like you don't have anybody. Because what I see here is you have the like sunflowers, but there's like the desert back here. So it's like you had to like journey across the desert. And, you know, it could have been like a desert when it comes to like your love life, you know, your finances, a desert when it comes to opportunities. You just felt like you were just working and working and working. And it's like, you know, no resources, no help, no rest, just exposed to the elements, dehydrated. But through this, you've learned, for a lot of you, you've been like a caretaker to other people. You obviously it's a Virgo reading. That's like Virgo. That's the Virgo stereotype. The Taurus stereotype is that they're like all stoners, hippie stoners that love food. The Virgo stereotype that's true is that you're caretakers. You always want to take care of everybody. Virgo and Pisces are the codependents of the zodiac. You take care of people, but it's like you want to control them because sometimes Virgos can feel like they know how to do things better. but it's because you feel like you've had more life experience, like you've gone through more than the other person has. For some of you, it's like you wear your pain like a badge of honor. And it isolates you from other people. But I'm seeing here that a caretaker has gone silent. So somebody that was once caretaking is no longer doing it. They've just gone silent. And it's because they've kind of been through too much. They've been through too much without reward. God, that scared the shit out of me. I got a notification on my phone, but all I see is like, I'm like looking down and all I see is like a figure move on my phone. Well, no, I didn't know if it was on my phone or not. I just saw something move out of the thing and I was like, there's a like, I can see spirits sometimes. I can see spirits. I can feel spirits. I don't like it. I don't like when they sneak up on me. And that's something that I talked about this in a video I did a long time ago. Oh my God. Can you hear my dog? I talked about this in a video I did a long time ago when I first started working with Anubis. There are certain guides that like scare you on purpose. Their energy is like a lot and it can be scary, but they also like intentionally will scare you because they like want you to face their fears, face your fears. One of my guides, when I first started working with her, I did not sleep for like almost a week because I could feel her in my room and it was like scary. Her energy was intense and she kept saying that I needed to face my fears and that she would let up when I had like faced something I needed to face. And then when I kind of completed the karmic lesson that she was there to, you know, facilitate, she eased off. And now, you know, we still work together, but, oh. Anyways, you've been waiting and trying to plant seeds for a loving relationship to come into your life. Right now, you're rejecting a like in and out energy. For some of you, it's somebody from your past. You might have had a commitment with this person at one point, but they juggled you with somebody else. So for some of you, it's like you, yeah, for some of you, you might have even been in a relationship with them and you got into a fight and like they went and started dating somebody else. You might have even like not have even like actually said that you were broken up. It's like you got into a fight, you didn't talk for a little while, and then like they just pop up in a new relationship. And that was really a betrayal to you because you were actually waiting on that person and you didn't know that they were building with third parties. You were waiting on them and you went into like kind of a solitary state where you were doing soul searching and finding how to follow your heart during like being separated from this person. And it's like they were just looking for somebody new to get with. I mean, not even. This is a third party that for some of you, it's somebody at work. They went and hooked up with somebody that they work with. If you don't know for certain that they did, if you know for certain that they did, this is not something that you didn't know. You've found out about this, Virgo. So it's so easy. Don't allow tarot to fuck with your head because this is a general reading. And even if it's a personal reading, I can pick up on an energy that's a past energy, somebody that you already dealt with. And if you're feeling insecure, you shouldn't feel fear from a tarot reading. It shouldn't make you feel afraid. I mean, it can sometimes like put a fire under your ass if you need one, but it shouldn't be like you feel sick to your stomach. Depending on, we're not going to get into it. Tarot for me, in every single personal session I've had with a client, they have almost always, some people just aren't very interactive. Some people, I said something and they're upset. They know it was true, but they're having trouble like processing it. And I also think it's hard because somebody that like watches me online, they start to form like an opinion about me as a person. So when they do a personal reading with me, some people like can see me like as person to person, and then some people it's like they get kind of like weird. You know what I mean? Because it's like you have a relationship with me kind of, and I don't have one with you yet. So I don't think anything of it. I'm not judging you, but some people will start to feel kind of like insecure or just uncomfortable if I know their secrets. I know everybody's secrets. I'm sorry. Okay. What I was trying to say, I'm so sorry, Virgo, but I have to, and I know this is annoying. If you hate this reading, just wait till next week. If you hate me as a person, I don't owe you anything. I feel like that's pretty obvious. I am sorry for this reading, but if I do not film it this way, you're going to have to wait another week, another 2 weeks for your reading. So I feel like this is helpful for somebody. I'm just going to push it out because I can't keep doing this. I can't spend another 8 hours on Virgo. So we're just going to film it. It's going to be what it is. I'm sorry if you're mad. But if like you don't like me as a person, you don't need to watch these, you know? I can get if like you watch these and this is annoying for you because it's like, can you please stay on track? I totally understand that. And that's why I wait long times before doing readings sometimes. Okay, what I was trying to say, Virgo, all that to do is just to say, this is not a situation that you aren't aware of. You already found this out, that you were waiting for them and doing the inner work. They went and got with somebody else. You know this. It's not that like they were hiding it from you. Like you found out that they were in a relationship. They told you, Callie. She is snoring so loud. I wish I could. I don't want to. Callie. She's in like the other room. I don't want to get up. I don't want to throw a pillow at her, but I might have to. I won't hit her, it would hit her bed from this angle. Anyways, what I was trying to say. You were working on yourself. You disconnected from this, or for some of you, they disconnected from you. You found out that they were dating somebody else. They told you they were dating somebody else. They kind of rubbed it in your face, if so. This person, you get what I'm saying here, Virgo. This is not an energy that, oh my God, they're cheating and they cheated on, I felt like they were flirting with somebody at work. You know that this person was in a relationship with somebody else because you two took a break from each other. It wasn't, I don't get that it was like, we're breaking up with each other, we're done. I get that there was some sort of like rift between you two and you just stopped talking. Somebody went silent and it was just like kind of like a silence. All of a sudden, this person is in a new relationship, in a relationship with somebody, and they're throwing it in your face. This is an energy where they let you know that they were dating somebody else with the intention of hurting you. I'm not saying that they got with the other person to hurt you, but I'm saying that they took the opportunity to make you feel bad, to rub your nose in it a little bit, and they did it on purpose. If that is your case, and it was with somebody that they work with, know that they were wanting to hook up with that person the whole time. So if they try to come back towards you, Virgo, don't let them bullshit you. They miss you, but they come in and out of your life. You need to set higher standards for what you accept in your relationships, because some of you allow people to come back towards you because you have childhood wounds, and it feels safer if you already like know the pattern that you have with this person. For some of you, it's a childhood pattern that you're both playing out with each other, where it's you come in and out of each other's lives and you do genuinely miss each other though. But there's an energy of rejection to find independence. But again, it might have been that you both needed to work on yourselves and find independence because your relationship was verging on codependency, or you both have a history of codependency, and it was like this relationship couldn't work karmically until you guys had addressed that codependency. One of you actually did the work, and I get that it was the Virgo, did the work to address the codependency, took some time to be single, self-reflected, worked on themselves, looked at like their relationship patterns, tried to fix it. The other person went and hopped into a new relationship. They misunderstood the silence of the Virgo or the Capricorn. They misunderstood the silence that was between you two because their silence was from a different angle. You both have a history of codependency. One of you did the work to heal that, and the other one didn't. For some of you, they misread, and this is different storylines. For some of you, they didn't understand why you were being silent with them. For some of you, it's like you went quiet and they thought that you weren't interested. So they just like tried to move on with their life and not even move on to another person because this person, they were single and like soul searching. They just like, for some of you, one of the people in this couple went silent, might have even went silent to like as a way to like get attention. I don't know. Maybe they wanted attention from you, so they like went quiet to see like if you would put in more effort to talk to them. Or for some of you, it's like there was a rift between you two, but it's not communicated. A Capricorn and Leo is significant here. Somebody is trying to work on building for themselves. They want something real. It's like this person, Virgo, or you, it's the one that has Capricorn. They seem very like serious and quiet, but it's because they have a vision where they want to build something for their family. Especially financially. This person comes from like poverty and they really want to build something for their family. It's emotional. So it's like they back away from you, but they didn't back away from you to like hurt you. They backed away from you because they're so focused on what they're trying to build, and they needed to do some soul searching here. So it's like this person has a like higher calling that they are like not swaying from. So it's like when you aren't talking to them, you think that they're doing something. They're working. They're actively working. This person works really hard. And they have a vision of creating like an oasis for it's like their family, for future generations. This person has a big vision here and they're hell-bent on it. And the horns will come out if you do anything to try to hurt this for them. And that's when they go silent too. Somebody goes silent here when they start to feel like you're, this isn't for everybody. Take it how it resonates. Somebody here, it's like they want connection, but they've been through a lot. And they channel that energy into like this vision that they have. So sometimes they like have to be pulled away so that they can like do more work. I'm telling you, this person is like hell-bent on like, I'm building something for my family. And I get that it's been really hard for this person to build it because again, somebody is coming out of like a desert into an oasis, but they had to cross the desert. And I get that this is the type of person that crossed the desert to find the oasis. They're going to like go back across the desert, get their loved ones, and then come across the desert again, lead everybody to this oasis. This person is hell-bent on, I don't care what I have to do. I don't care like how much work it takes. I am going to make this dream happen. They're very serious about it. So they reject anything that compromises them to stand on their own, because this is what they go through. And I'm getting that one person has this serious energy where they are really, really committed. The other one has codependency issues that they might be the type of person that they have a hard time not being, I don't want to say in a commitment, but they have a hard time just being single. This is somebody that, like, even when they're single, they're talking to somebody. They always are talking to somebody, always talking to multiple people. They juggle as many people as possible. So they come in and out of your life because they do miss you, but it's like they have a player energy here. And it's like, yeah, they are cutting, somebody's younger, but it's, you live at a distance. So there's like one energy that feels like they have to do all the work, and they start to resent you for that because they feel like you cut them off, or that you would cut them off. I don't know, Virgo. This is an energy. It's a couple different storylines, but for some of you, it's a Leo again, a Gemini, Libra. Somebody, there's a younger energy here that feels like, I don't know, see, now it's like flipping. For some of you, there's a younger energy here. They like to feel, I see, okay, you both want the same thing, but you go about it different ways. Okay, I'm getting it. I get what I get. Oh my God. Have you ever had someone say to you, I'm picking up what you're putting down? Oh my God. There's certain phrases that, like, I feel like are like so like funny that, like, when somebody uses it seriously, it's like, what? I don't know. Anyways, that's just like one of those. Anyways, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Who cares? Who cares about my personal feelings towards that phrase? There's certain phrases that trigger something within me, and that one does. Okay, the goal for both of you, what both of you in this connection ultimately want, is freedom. You want freedom. You both want freedom. You both might have Sagittarius placements, 9th house. You both want freedom. One of you feels like they acknowledge that there needs to be a certain amount of like money in the bank to have the freedom that they want. They recognize that if I want to be able to do what I want to with my days, I need to have a certain amount of money. I have to have a certain amount of stability. I need to make sure my family is okay. This is somebody that they don't plot. It's a Capricorn energy. Capricorn is generational. So when a Capricorn, that's why they're the 10th house. The midhaven is in the 10th house. It is your legacy. So the Capricorn, when they plan things, they don't plan like, I want to like be free, so I'm just going to bullshit around. A Capricorn is like, I want to be free and do what I want to with my day. So I am going to work 80-hour weeks for 10 years so that I can have enough money to where I can vacation for the rest of my life. A Capricorn will work their fucking ass off so that they can retire at 40 and then do whatever the fuck they want to and take care of other people the way that they want to. This is your person, or you, Virgo. Somebody has this energy of, I have been through so much. I have dealt with so much, and I am going to fight to have this wealth, to have this something to pass down to future generations, because I don't want to be tied down. Somebody has been tied down through poverty, and they see that, and they are fighting like hell to overcome that, so that they not only thrive, their family thrives. So this person, his family is important to them. The other person wants freedom too, but they're more concerned with like day to day. So it's like their freedom is like, they don't want to have a job that asks too much of them. They don't want to be in a relationship that's going to require them to do anything. They don't want friendships with people that are too demanding. This is somebody that goes as low maintenance as possible. So they do like odd jobs. They, they budget where they need to. They, they have to be kind of selfish to live that way. Honestly, you have to be kind of selfish to live that way, because on the flip side, this is something that my mother is a Capricorn sun, and she said to me is like, I know we were talking about finances, and she said something to me is that like, she doesn't only have to worry about herself, she has to worry about everybody else, because all of the like family that kind of, live paycheck to paycheck, she's like, well, if they don't get a paycheck that month, I've got to come through with that for them. That's really how she thinks, is it's not about her. So my mom like will, even though she'll have the money, she will not buy new stuff for herself. She won't. And it's like painful to get her to treat herself, because she has this anxiety around, what if I don't have money? Because where we grew up, and the extreme poverty that she lived through in her childhood into her adulthood, that's something that's a focus of her. So it's like, my mom could have 3 times the money to treat herself, 4 times, 10 times the money to treat herself. No, she's not going to spend it. She's going to do without, just to make sure she has enough to not only like help herself in emergency, but to help like, random people. Somebody has that sort of mentality where it's like they're just very serious about what they want and how they're going to get it, and they're not going to allow anyone to compromise that. The other person is the same way, but in a different, like, they're more like carefree. I'm gonna come in and out of your life. I'm not gonna like be serious about anything. And the other person is that like, I have too much going on. You're not coming in and out of my life to disturb me. And then, I can't be worried about you, about like, that's a huge distraction. And that's the thing. Somebody that makes you feel this way, Capricorn, I don't care what, not Capricorn. See, somebody has Capricorn in their chart. I'm telling you, it's this, he's staring at me. But it's funny because the Hermit, this is a Virgo reading. You've come out twice, but somebody has a strong 10th house Capricorn too. Or you're dealing with the Capricorn. This is very much a Capricorn energy, is that type of like, I have to build a legacy. I cannot be bothered with you. Capricorns come out of the womb 40-year-old people. And Capricorn, if you know somebody that is a strong Capricorn, they age backwards. They get to a certain age where they start to feel comfortable. And once they feel comfortable within themselves, they start to like slowly let loose, and they stop being so like constricted. It's the Saturn energy. Once you get past your Saturn return, your first and especially your second, a Capricorn is like easy breezy. But this is, I'm telling you, this is this person's energy. It's like, I am going to work my ass off for as long as I need to work my ass off. See, it's a Capricorn or a Sag. I'm going to work my ass off, and nobody is going to get in the way of that. I will go hermit mode if I need to. And when my blessings come in and I'm set and my family's set, then I will afford the like freedom that I want to have. This person works their ass off to get freedom. The other person avoids work at all costs to get their freedom. And that's why the person that feels like, everything's easy breezy, I'm not going to take on responsibilities because I like to feel free, they feel like the other person feels better than them. And there's a lot of ego tied into that, where they resist coming towards this person. Even when they miss them, they don't tell you that they miss you, Virgo, because they don't want you to feel the satisfaction. They really view you as somebody that's like stuck up. Or you them. This person is not stuck up. This person has been through hell, and they're working their ass off to not only climb out of that hell, but to help heal as many people as possible. They have a lot of weight on them. Do you know the weight of Saturn feels like? It's pressure. They have a lot of pressure on them, and they work really hard. It's like this person has so much pressure on them that they're exhausted, that they're fighting through a desert, that they don't have water, you know, they're like walking barefoot, clothes tattered, and you're like, fuck them. Fuck that Virgo. I'm not waiting on you. I got back with my ex. I started hooking up with the lady that I work with that I told you not to worry about. She's my girlfriend now. Fuck you. They're trying to manipulate you. For some of you, they try to manipulate you by like saying that they're going to commit to you, that they're going to marry you. Or they manipulate you because they know that you give them money. Somebody needs to raise their standards here from this person that's running in and out of your life. Some of you, it's a Virgo again. I mean, not a Virgo, Scorpio again. Scorpio has come out in every single reading. This person is selfish. They offer love here. That's sad. That's really fucked up. That's really fucked up. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. You have somebody in your life that offers love to you because they want to mess up your legacy. They want to mess up your concentration. It's like this person is a fucking joke. They come in and out of your life to fuck with you because they, Lord, watch out for somebody coming back. This is whoever you like were in a relationship with dating and they like ghosted you and then they popped up dating somebody else, or you might have even set a boundary with this person, told them that you needed some space. They like started dating somebody else out of nowhere. They started dating somebody that like you had already kind of suspected they were flirting with. They were the whole time. They were plotting on trying to get with a third party the whole time. And the thing is like you're trying to manifest a real connection. This person is not a real connection. They were planning on going back to the ex. They were planning on hooking up with the coworker, whoever else that they hooked up with. They were planning to get back with them the whole time. They were using you. And for some of you, they come in and fuck with you because they like see how focused you are and they want to throw off your focus. For some of you, they like get off on feeling like they can confuse you. It's like, it's fucked up. For some of them, I feel like they're even like telling people. Like people talk about like how much work you're doing, how awesome it is what you're doing. They're like, I bet I can text them right now and get them to text me back. I bet I can get them to like come hook up with me. This is somebody that like, just like, I don't know, guys. I know this is different storylines. If this is your story, you'll know it. Yeah, you were heartbroken here. You were heartbroken because this person had stabbed you in the back over and over. You were anxious about whether this was going to work with them or not, whether you should stay or go, whether you should wait. You walked away because you found out that they've been holding on to a third party. There's somebody else that they're holding on to. For some of you, like I said, they went and got back with this person from their past. You need to think about what you really want here, what new beginning you really want. If you want to be successful and move forward and get the justice that you deserve, you have to let things rest with this person. For some of you, their karma is that you're going to take off when you let them go. Virgo, you've done the work here. You've really put in the work. This person has not. So you really have to think about, do you want to go backwards? Because you can't pull somebody forwards to you. The only way this connection would work, if they're not doing the inner work here, is for you to abandon all the hard work that you've done. And I don't see you doing that. You have a soul contract to have a divine union with a divine masculine, divine feminine. This person that's playing all these games, yeah, you have a new love coming in. They breadcrumb you and then juggle you with third parties. They come in and breadcrumb you to juggle you with third parties. For some of you, they might even be secretly married. They're not telling you that they're married. They come in and out of your life, sneak in and out of your life, come in hot and heavy, and then try to put you in competition with others. What they don't see here is that there's a lot of people competing for you because you've glowed up quite a bit, and a lot of people have their eyes on the Virgo right now. A lot of people are willing to fight, would be willing to fight to win the Virgo's love. This person keeps trying to play games. They're going to be tough out of luck because Virgo is the prize. Virgo did the work. Virgo is the prize. Let me write that down so I don't forget it. This will be sorry. I'll forget it. That'll be your title. But really, you can't move forward with somebody that's not moving forward, especially if they're holding on to someone from their past. I've really gotten to the point right now that like hearing somebody else bring up an ex is a turn off. Do you know, I met this guy and he seemed like a really nice guy. And I was like, wow, I haven't met a nice guy in a while that like I really feel a connection with, that I like to talk to, because he actually can hold a conversation, which is for some reason difficult to find these days. He brought up an ex, strike one, but he was to tell me that it was a toxic relationship that he got out of a while ago. Sure. Okay. A few hours go by, ex comes back up again, and now suddenly they're on good terms. And then he said the dreaded thing. I've got to the point, I have dealt with this from so many people that as soon as I hear this, it's like, I'm not dating this guy. I can't date this guy. He brought up the toxic ex, that he was in a toxic relationship. His past relationship was toxic. Then not even like 8 hours later says that after I told him what I do for a living, says my ex would really love you. She's into like witchcraft and stuff like that. And I said, is this the toxic ex that we talked about yesterday? And he said, yeah, but she's a good person. Do you know how many I don't know why I keep attracting guys like this, that their last relationship was really unhealthy and toxic, but they're still friends with her. She's a great girl, making all those excuses for her. Oh, by the way, she does witchcraft. No, thank you. I'm not taking on another karmic. Nope. Have fun with that. Your love spells. That's why you think she's such a great person, is because she's a narcissist and you haven't had her unmasked yet. You're going to go back into that rodeo. I'm not getting involved. Nope. As soon as somebody tells me that they're still on good terms with their toxic ex, no. That's a deal breaker at this point in my life. That is an absolute deal breaker. You bring up the ex more than once, that's a deal breaker. No. Because what these karmics do is that they stay friends. My karmics did that too. Both of my karmics. Both of my... Emotional abuse is abuse. Emotional abuse is absolutely abuse. Sorry, I had a notification thing. One was highly abusive, physically abusive, emotionally, mentally, all of the above. The other person was emotionally abusive, and that is still abuse. He was not physically abusive, doesn't matter, he was emotionally abusive. Both of them, when I cut things off because I wanted, the first time I cut things off because it was an unhealthy, and I communicated that this is not healthy. I'm not happy. My needs are not getting met. I don't feel good. I communicated exactly how I felt and why I did not want to continue this connection. Both times, multiple times, both people multiple times. Every time I said that, it was, we can just be friends. They want to be friends so that their foot is still in the door. And when they see you moving on, when they see you doing better, when they see you healing, they're going to come in with, hey, how are you? We should get together soon. Catch up. That's how it starts. It's a narcissistic tactic to keep you around as supply. Virgo, I'm serious. If they're still trying to, they're not with the ex anymore, but the ex, or the coworker, no. Nope. For some of you, no. They see you as like confident, single, and they want to come back, but it's bullshit again. Wait, because you want something long term. You have been through enough shit, Virgo. You have been through enough shit here. Stop caretaking for other people. Don't fall into the caretaker energy again. Don't allow this person to pull you back into this cycle. Just recognize here that you have to reject this and complete this cycle. For some of you, they get an ego boost out of like being able to get a reaction out of you. This person goes and brags to their friends about how like, oh, you see how focused the Virgo is, how busy the Virgo is. Watch this. Watch, like, I'm going to text them and they're going to be falling all over me. It's like this person makes fun of you. I'm not saying that in a mean way. I'm saying that, like, that's a loser. That's a loser. They're using your name as an ego boost. You're obviously above them to begin with. Anybody that has to use your name, they use the fact that they talk to you, they associated with you to make themselves sound legit. I have never in my life. That's embarrassing. I'm genuinely embarrassed. There is not a single person that I have dated ever that somebody brings up their name and what's going on in their life. The first thing I say is like, oh, you know that we talked. No, I am truly horrified by every single encounter. I am truly horrified. Please never speak of my name. If we have ever talked, dated, no, don't claim me, because people ask me, I'm gonna act like I don't know who you are. No thanks. I don't like that. I don't like that, like trying to elevate yourself off of my hard work, because that's really what it is. Why is that even necessary? Why is that piece of information even necessary? Why is my name even being brought up? Why are you bringing up my name if I'm not in your life anymore? That is weird. I think that is very weird. The Cardi B, that's weird. That's suspicious. Anyways, Virgo, this is long enough. I hope that this has been helpful. I know this was very chatty, but I don't know, guys. You gotta, like, if you've done the work, don't you want a partner that's doing the work? I mean, they don't have to be like perfect. They can be a work in progress. We all are, but they need to be doing the work. You can't be on your shit and be in a partnership, which is what a relationship is. It's a partnership with somebody that is intentionally dragging you down. And for some of you, they have zero intention on committing. They were using you to make their ex jealous. They were using you to make whoever they work with jealous. And as soon as they got a chance to get back with the ex, to hook up with the coworker, they went for it. And if they come back towards you, it's just to like see if they can still like get a rise out of you. Don't allow them to play with you like that. This person is like all ego, and it's because they're not doing the healing work. So it doesn't matter if what the connection is. It doesn't matter, you know, if you genuinely care for this person, but I'm getting for a lot of you, it's more so a childhood wound that you have. This person hurt you in a way that felt familiar. So you mistook it for something that it wasn't. But again, I'm really getting for the Virgo, the person's energy that was coming through the strongest is that I honestly feel like once you see the truth about this person, you're not going to want anything to do with them, because what you've worked for means too much for you to compromise it. And this person that comes in and breadcrumbs you and plays games, if they are dealing with an ex, if they have a flirty coworker situation, if they're even talking to other people, I mean, I think that there's a period of time when you're getting to know each other where you're not like, you know, we just met. I'm not demanding that like you're not, you know, entertaining other people, but we need to be on the same page, you know. And if you have no intention of wanting something long lasting, I'm not your hookup buddy. I'm really not. And I don't want to be, because I have too much shit going on. I can't be here sad and boo-hooing over somebody not answering my messages. I got too much shit to do. I don't care. Honestly, I don't care. If you're not going to step up to the plate, somebody else will gladly do it and do a better job at it. So good riddance. I don't want anybody left in my life that's dragging me down and that's working against me. You don't want to hook up with somebody that's working against you. You deserve better than that, Virgo, and you know that. So this person that plays games with you, that, you know, you two aren't talking, they start posting a bunch of pictures of them with other women, with other men, trying to get a rise out of you. I wouldn't fall for the games. Keep your head in the game of what you actually want. You want a long-term commitment, and you want stability for generations to come. That is coming to you. Let go of what isn't serving and let go of what is distracting. Okay, bye.